3 LA County deputies killed in an explosion at a training facility, a procession to bring their bodies to the medical examiner. Investigators searching a property in Santa Monica this afternoon following leads that it may be connected to the blast. And tonight, we now know the identities of the 3 deputies killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey, and we continue following developing news tonight. 3 LA County Sheriff's deputies killed in an explosion at the training center in East LA. Tonight, the department releasing the names and pictures of those deputies as the investigation into exactly what happened continues. And KCAL's Lauren Pozen is live in East LA now, where the department is reeling from its deadliest day in more than a century, Lauren.
Pat, the department and also this community too. Take a look behind me. You can see this beautiful wreath is placed right outside the training facility, and people have also put down some candles too. These deputies that were involved in this horrible explosion were all seasoned with long careers in law enforcement, serving in different roles before joining the arson and explosives detail. Here are the faces of the 3 deputies who gave their lives in service to the community and were killed in what the sheriff calls the deadliest incident in more than 160 years. Detective Joshua Kelley-Eklund served in multiple roles, from field training officer to narcotics investigator. He leaves behind a wife and 7 children. Detective William Osborn, a tenured investigator and trusted mentor in arson investigations and the bomb squad. He survived by his wife, a sheriff's department detective, and 6 children. And Detective Victor Lemus, a seasoned veteran who trained new deputies and earned commendations in canine handling and arson. He survived by his wife, also a detective, their 3 daughters, and several family members in law enforcement.
Between all 3 sworn members, they had served our community proudly for 74 years.
An emotional procession took place Friday afternoon to honor the fallen deputies who were killed just after 7:30 in the morning when a device they were working to render safe at the training facility exploded.
This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857.
Law enforcement sources say a homeowner in Santa Monica was cleaning out a garage on Thursday and found items resembling grenades. CBS News reports the sheriff's bomb squad took at least 1 to the training facility, where the team was working to render it safe when it exploded. The blast could be heard and felt for blocks.
It was like a 0.1 earthquake. It really shook. It felt like something was terribly wrong.
The LAPD bomb squad responded to the scene to help secure it and ensure any other potential explosive materials were safe before moving them. The incident is under investigation, but the sheriff says it could take weeks to months to fully determine what led to the deputies' deaths. In the meantime, the department and community are mourning the loss of these dedicated officers.
Today puts a face to how dangerous these men and women, their job actually is on a daily basis, and how something can go tragically wrong at any moment.
The ATF and FBI are assisting in the investigation. No one else was hurt. Pat, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Lauren. Well, tonight, a big scene in Santa Monica where federal and local authorities are serving a search warrant, as Lauren mentioned. The same neighborhood the fallen deputies were in yesterday. They're looking to see if there is a connection to today's deadly blast. And KCAL's Hunter Sowards live now with the latest in that investigation. Hunter.
Yeah, Pat, you're exactly right. In order for them to really get a grasp of the scope of this tragedy, they're having to retrace those sheriff's deputies' steps. That brought them here to this apartment complex off of Bay Street in Santa Monica, where yesterday that same team of bomb squad investigators were here taking that device, as Lauren said, into their care. Now, an ATF investigator familiar with scenes just like this one is calling what is unfolding tonight unprecedented.
A stretch of Bay Street in Santa Monica closed for hours Friday.
It is a tragedy. It's horrible.
Nowadays, with everything that's going on, anything can happen, right?
ATF, the FBI, and the LAPD bomb squad all returning to the location where members of the team killed had responded to retrieve an explosive device just the day before.
Yesterday, they showed up they recovered some old grenades so they brought the bomb squad in.
Neighbors living in the complex tell us they were evacuated hours after the deadly blast.
There were at least 10 cop cars and then the bomb squad showed up.
Investigators are trying to determine the link, if any, to the explosives that killed 3 sheriff's deputies, while also making sure no other dangerous devices are still inside the complex.
They're also simultaneously looking to gather information, potentially evidence related to the individual who was ultimately responsible for having this explosive device.
Former ATF agent Derek Pleasance began his career working with the arson explosives detail, the same team at the center of tragedy.
These things can happen, tragedies occur, but with the knowledge, training, and experience level of these investigators, this is unprecedented ground we're on to lose 3 such exceptionally trained officers in a single incident.
He says the work done Thursday when deputies recovered the devices, it will ultimately help in their own death investigation.
And their facts and the information they found leading up to their demise is going to help prevent this happening again.
As federal and local agencies work to piece together the tragedy that took the lives of 3 of their own.
It is just an unbelievable tragedy for the community of Los Angeles to lose people of this quality, this capability. These are some of the best investigators in the world.
So many have reiterated that tonight. Now, I spoke to those who got evacuated this afternoon around 2-3 o'clock. They still have no idea when they're going to be allowed to return here to their apartment complex. So really anybody here on Bay Street in Santa Monica. Could be tonight, it could be tomorrow morning. And of course, we're still working to determine exactly whose apartment those explosive devices were found in. All questions that, of course, Pat, we are trying to get those answers to. For now, we are live here in Santa Monica. Hunter Sowards, KCAL News.
A long night for them. Thank you so much, Hunter. And tonight, a specialized group of investigators from the ATF now taking up this investigation. KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk now. Mike, you're going to give us some context as to what they'll be doing.
Yeah, you know, Pat, it's called the National Response Team with the ATF. They are a very specialized group of investigators that are designed to respond within 24 hours anywhere in the United States to large scenes or chaotic scenes such as the ones that we're dealing with today. For some context, they are the ones that are also investigating or a part of the investigation into the start of the Palisades fire. They have been in places like the Oklahoma City bombing, the Pentagon on 9/11. So this is a very advanced group of investigators that will now join the investigation at the location in East LA where this all happened. Of course, they will also gain information from here in Santa Monica, as we saw federal agents standing there to begin with. But Pat, I want to come to my computer here because I want to show our viewers exactly all of this that we're talking about. 800 Bay Street, that's where Hunter is at. Now, we know that yesterday is when those bomb squad technicians were out there in the 800 block of Bay Street. What we also know is that from here, they went down to East LA. That is where the headquarters is, or their offices are for the explosives and the arson explosives unit there in East LA. Now, from here, we know that this morning, unfortunately, that explosive was being manipulated in some way or another, and that is where that explosion happened. Now, at this facility, you also have the Special Enforcement Bureau, where we see Air Rescue 5. You see the helipad over there to the right. LA County Fire also is headquartered here with a fire station, the red roof you see right here. That's how close the fire department was to this explosion site tonight, and really gives you a picture of how intense the blast was, knowing how close this fire department was and knowing that those 3 men's lives still could not be saved. Now, generally speaking, and every case is different, but generally speaking, I have learned that from this location, if they don't take it directly from the scene, they want to dispose of it, and they would then take it to another location way up in the north part of the county where you've got the Wayside Correctional Facility as well as NCCF, and that is this facility up here that is much more open and in a less condensed type of area. It's that roughly red area that you have right there, and there are several different facilities within this location where the devices could be rendered safe if that is what they needed to do. So, of course, Pat, all of this will come out in the investigation being conducted now by the ATF's National Response Team, a very skilled group of investigators to figure out exactly what went wrong and the path that everything took to get where it ended up today.
Yeah, detailed, important work.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Mike. LA County Board of Supervisors, that chair, Catherine Barker, ordered county flags to fly at half-staff in the wake of the training center explosion. She also extended her condolences to the deputies' families, and we will have continuing coverage of that deadly explosion at the LA County Training Facility. Stay with KCAL News and KCALnews.com throughout the evening. We are streaming 24/7 on CBS News, Los Angeles.